Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me on.
Have you always hated gay people? Is it something your father taught you, or is it something that you came to on your own?
No, I haven't always. You know, I grew up in a Christian home, but it wasn't until I read the Bible cover to cover at age 17 that I discovered the truth of what the Bible really says. Hey, listen to me. I hate him with a perfect hatred. Amen. I have no love for this Bruce freak.
Yeah. Amen.
I hope he dies today. I hope he dies and goes to hell. He's disgusting. He's filthy. He's reprobate.
You hate gay people.
Yes.
And I don't want to preach this sermon. And you know, you probably never heard a sermon like this before. Actually, you probably have if you've been going to church here for a while. But you know what? Here's my sermon. Why I hate Barack Obama. I'm not going to pray for his good. I'm going to pray that he dies and goes to hell. When I go to bed tonight, that's what I'm going to pray. And you say, are you just saying that? No. When I go to bed tonight, Stephen L. Anderson is going to pray for Barack Obama to die and go to hell. Preach about tonight is treating other people the way that you would like to be treated.
I'm sick and tired of what Faithful Word Baptist Church is turning into. This is a great church. This is the best church I've ever been to, and I don't like what it's turning into, because I'll tell you what it's turning into. It's turning into a bunch of people who don't know what they're talking about.
And being good to other people and loving thy neighbor as thyself. Shut your mouth and listen to me. Commandment that ye love one another, serve one another. Shut your faggoty mouth and let me say something. Christ received us in our sinful condition, did he not? Did we have to clean up our lives before he would receive us?
And then people are like, oh, we need to pray for him that he finds Jesus. I'm going to pray that he dies and goes to hell. Are you serious?
In order to be saved, we had to give up this sin and give up that sin? Or did he just receive us as we were? Dude, you're too gay, man. I don't want to talk to you. No. Forbearing one another in love. What does forbearing one another mean? Putting up with one another. That's what forbearing means.
Why would you call for the mass execution of a people, though? Why would you call for the mass execution if you're supposed to love
Because I believe the Bible and you don't. Shut your faggoty mouth and let me talk to the guy that I'm talking to, okay? Because look how many scriptures there are that are saying the same thing. Love one another, love. And then another thing that keeps coming up. Forbear one another, forbear. Hey, you know what? Get the hell out of here if you don't like this kind of preaching. If you don't like to hear the truth, then get the hell out of my church. Put up with things. Forgive. Be good to one another. Be gentle.
The kind of person who's too lazy to read the back of the church tract is the same kind of person who's too lazy to read their Bible cover to cover.
Be kind, be nice is what we would say in our modern vernacular. Now listen to me, yeah, but you act like a faggot, okay? So if it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a duck. Ephesians 4:2, with all lowliness and meekness. And yet you're going to tell me that I'm supposed to pray for the socialist devil. What's that talking about? Being humble. Lowliness, meekness, not thinking that you're a big shot, not thinking that you're better than the people around you. Well, it's more than this little Twinkie has done. At least I have the balls to say what other pastors are afraid to say. And I'm going to tell you something. I hate Barack Obama. You say, well, you just mean you don't like what he stands for. No, I hate the person. Amen. Oh, hey, you mean you just don't like his policy. No, I hate him.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know Steve Anderson very well. He did come to visit me in Colorado and drove all the way up there from, I guess, you can figure the distance, Phoenix, Arizona to Florence, Colorado, probably 400 or 500 miles. Spent the weekend. We had a wonderful talk. I think he loves the Lord. I think he's trying to do what's right. As far as kill all the homos, I don't know what he said. That's been taken out of context. You'd have to deal with him on that. I would be glad to talk with him. I consider him a friend. I do not know what he believes on all issues, and I do not know that I agree with him on all or even any issues. I don't know him that well, but I'm sure I'm willing to talk to him anytime. All right?
Does it concern you that you yoked with Steve Anderson for a rapture video? But I'm not yoked with him.
Even if Stephen Anderson and I disagree on some things, so what? There's a bigger picture to look at here. There's a bigger common enemy we have to fight.
Amen.
I just want to have my 2 cents. I'm a big Steve Anderson fan.
All right, babe.
Okay.
You know, when I first started a 501c3 organization, my dad was like, you better not do that. Hey, And now my dad, in conversations recently, he's going, I can see why you did it, and okay, I might have to do something like that.